Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and we got a bunch of Clayface images and a few videos, and we will be taking a look at it because it's interesting because they're filming it in Liverpool in the UK right now because it's the backdrop for Gotham City. Now, we know the movie's meant to be actually taking place in LA, but apparently there's going to be a fair bit of Gotham, and what's interesting about it filming in Liverpool right now is they're using the exact same locations as the Batman. Yeah, and we will be taking a look at all this, because it is strange, because they're saying this isn't a part of the Batman, it's in fact a part of the actual DCU, not Elseworlds. So let's dive in. So as you can see straight away, you're seeing the cars. So these were cars getting unloaded, and then these characters coming downstairs. Now these are the stairs that are in the Batman. That was meant to be, I believe, the courthouse. Now, don't know who these characters are. Think they're meant to be some sort of mob bosses or something, especially this guy. There's a few images later of him as well. But these guys seem to be the villains. But if that's the case, why exactly is this in Gotham and not out in LA? So here we have, I'm assuming these are people who are going to start the experiments on Clayface. Possibly. Now, we do also have actual Clayface. Now, there's other images of characters we're not 100% sure who. So, we get this guy who, as you can see there, it says his name is Jimmy Red McCoy. We have no idea who this character is, but this seems to be an article about him. But we also get an image on another article of this. Is this the start of Clayface becoming Clayface? Because you can see, like, it's very kind of clay looking and it's weird. But this isn't all we get. This, I think, coming up now is Clayface. We believe this is the guy playing Clayface, that this is the beginning of the injuries, because we know he's meant to get disfigured, and that's what leads him to go to these people that start the experiment that turns him into Clayface. So you can see it looks quite bloody and brutal, and we do have another shot coming up that really shows us just how brutal, as you can see here, all the blood running down the whole chest and everything. So it's almost seeming like the attack and stuff happens in Gotham, which doesn't make sense when it's meant to take place in LA and he's meant to be an actor in LA. So exactly what is happening, we're not sure. Now, this one is interesting because you can see it there. It's hinting at the Joker, because you can see it saying there in the graffiti, the Joker. So, what Joker are we talking about here? But you can see the Joker is written on the wall, which people have been picking up on. And it's like, oh. Then we're getting all these posters. Now, there's a few images later of these kind of walls where they've plastered them with this graffiti and posters and stuff. Not sure what exactly it's alluding to and whatnot. It'll probably just be in the background, but you can see some of the stuff. Now you're seeing as well the courthouse. This is meant to be the courthouse. This is where we got the first images of Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne. If you remember, the images often going up the stairs and Catwoman and stuff as well. That was this location, and you can see it's the Gotham News there and stuff like that. Now, there's a character here you can see in a hoodie. We're not sure who this is, but again, there seems to be some sort of scene around this courthouse, so we're not sure what exactly is happening. But again, a lot of it is being filmed around this courthouse, and yeah, we get the city of Gotham and whatnot. This seems to be the same symbol that was used for the City Hall in the Penguin series. So again, it's strange that it seems to be almost connected to the Batman, but they're saying it's not. Again, here's another paper where you can see this Jimmy Red McCoy, but that other image of who's possibly Clayface, you can see that's where this came from, over there on the left. So, Gotham Herald. Then we get back to stuff happening around this courthouse. So you've got the cops, the Gotham cops, the GPD. I think that, isn't it the GCPD or something? I believe it is. But you can see the uniforms and stuff. And this is one of the things that you're seeing. Now you can see here with this car, the squad car, it's very different to the cars that were used in the Batman. So this is where you're kind of saying they're using locations from the Batman, but they're using stuff that looks more in line with the overall DCU. Again, here's a better shot at one of the cars, but we're seeing this location. This seems to be around the hospital area where this is happening. You see here kind of the area it's in. You can see the squad car up there. We do kind of get a clearer image where we can see an ambulance coming up, because again, this seems to be the hospital area, or maybe it's the area where the accident happens or something, but you can see here. But apparently this is still Gotham. And of course, we then get better looks at the area. You can see, again, this does seem to be the hospital, which we do see the entrance and stuff for in here as well. So what exactly is happening, we're not sure. So you can see here, if you just notice in the middle, you can see a shirtless, topless, who's possibly Clayface, our actor playing Clayface with his head bandaged up, and this seems to be that area again. But again, you see that the Gotham news and stuff is here. So it's kind of like, what is happening here? And there's the image that we saw the video of. So yeah, we're kind of trying to figure out who it is. And of course, Tom Reyes-Harris is playing Clayface. This character, again, we're not sure who this is. Now, this could be the woman. Can't remember the character's name. She's made up, as is her fiance, I believe it is. I think this is possibly them. This is possibly the fiance right here. The ones who actually do the experiment that turns Clayface into Clayface. By the way, you see the smoke? There was other videos. You can even see smoke here. There was videos where you see them brushing the smoke up in. So that's smoke machines. But again, this seems to be that court area as well. And again, you're seeing much more. The guy there with the yellow hood on, he's doing the smoke machine. But again, the courthouse. So it's interesting. Here's this guy now again that we were talking about. That seems to be some sort of mob boss. At least they're hinting that he's possibly a mob boss. So who he is, what kind of role he will play, we're not sure. He could be the guy who sets up Clayface to get hurt and whatnot. And you can see there's walls with the graffiti, and you see the bin that says Gotham on the bin. So yeah, and there's the wall, of course, filled with all the graffiti. So that's everything really that we've been shown so far. So let us know what you think, and with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers. Catch you in the next one.